the Betway Premiership finally got underway this weekend, and some teams found reasons to smile early on in the season, while some will be looking to do better as the season progresses. Of course, some teams not being in action due to their CAF commitments. But in terms of the Betway Premiership, to talk to us about the action on the field of play, we've roped in former Orlando Pirates captain Happy Jele, who's also an SABC sport analyst. So good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, V. How are you?
So let's talk about the action that we got to witness this weekend in the Premiership, because outside the Harry Gwala Stadium, you have Royal AM and Cape Town City playing out to a 1-1 draw. We saw the chairman of Royal AM, Andy Limpisane, playing in the game. Let's talk about that and that matchup, and just also how that FIFA ban is really seeming to affect the team.
Yeah, the FIFA ban, it's affecting the team the way it is. Because you can see now they're trying all players from the development to play there and help the team. But it's still tough for them if they need to do the right thing so that they can sign players.
And when we look at the actual game up against Cape Town City, we know that it was the Citizens that found the opening game, but Royal AM managing to find the equalizer quite late in this encounter.
If you remember, Cape Town City, they've played against Orlando Pirates and they did well on MTN 8, even though they didn't go through to the final, but they managed to play well against Pirates. But at this point in time, we've never seen the Royal AM the way they've been playing in the preseason games. So now it's a surprise for Cape Town City when they meet up to each other.
And then we cannot have this conversation without touching on what happened out in Bloemfontein, because this was the only sold-out fixture in the first weekend of the Betway Premiership, and we saw Maruma Gallants hosting Kaizer Chiefs. Let's first speak about just the fans coming out in their numbers and packing Toyota Stadium to the rafters.
Yeah, first of all, it shows that Lise Kazini, every fan is there. You know, they feel the atmosphere, even the players when they play on the field. It's packed, and that's what we need in the Betway Premiership, because if you can see the standard of Kaizer Chiefs, the way they brought in the game, and Maruma Gallant, it was an exciting game.
And I mean, Maruma Gallants, one has to give them credit because they really did try fight. Do you think them hosting their home games and officially moving the team out into Bloemfontein will also help them perform better, because seeing the fans in the stands will also be a motivating factor?
It's a motivation when you play around your fans. You know, they give you morale every day. And the more you play, when they sing, you feel that you're part of the game. And for them to just take them to Bloemfontein, it's a good thing. And Bloemfontein, they've missed football. It's been a while not seeing football. So for them to take the games there, it's very beautiful.
And in terms of the actual action on the field of play, let's speak to that. What do you make of how Kaizer Chiefs came out being able to score those goals? What do we make of their new goalkeeper as well?
Exobanzima this time, yeah. Because every team has raised their bar. You know, it shows that they've seen the previous teams, the standard, you know, and obviously they want to compete in this Betway Premiership. And if you look at Maruma, the way they started, they are the one who started to score the first goal. And it shows that they are ready. Don't take away the richest boy. So it's a first win. So it's going to be exciting Betway Premiership.
You speak about the Natal Rich Boys. Let's delve a little bit deeper in terms of them, because you had them securing a 1-0 victory against TS Galaxy. I mean, I think Coach Siad Ramovich would have expected his season to start off a little bit differently than going down a 0-0 to Richards Bay. Let's speak about Galaxy and what you made of how they started off the season. It was a narrow 1-0 victory, but what do you make of that?
With the TS Galaxy, it seems like they've lost a lot of players, that they were key players for them. So now they're starting to gel with the new one. And it's been tough, because even if you see in the MTN 8 as well, they've never get the results. They went out early, and now it was the first game and they didn't do well. So I think it's still finding their feet, because Uchaye from Stellis is playing there now, so he was a key player for Chelsea.
And you have Mujela, who went the other way around.
Mujela, who went the other side, so it's tough.
And the Natal Rich Boys, do you see them having to fight that relegation battle once again, or perhaps under Coach Brandon Tutor things will be different?
I think it was a lesson last season, so they don't want to go back. That's why they've changed the coach, and they've started well now. We're hoping that it will continue, have the consistent of winning and get the results so that they don't go to the relegation zone.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I know it's still early days in the season. It's only one game in for most of the teams. We know that Stellenbosch, Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns not in action because of their CAF commitments. But what you've seen so far, who would you say the top 3 teams that are going to be fighting it out are going to be?
It's going to be tough, V. Why I'm saying that? Because the exciting moment that Saturday and Sunday brought in the game, because I thought Pirate is ahead of other teams. But now, because I've seen some of the games that are playing, it's going to be tough to select which 3 teams that are going to be there. But let's see the Betway Premiership what's going to bring.
Okay, so let's see what the Betway Premiership is going to bring. Matilise Gazini, and of course, just the first weekend of action taking place. Happy Jele, former captain of Orlando Pirates, talking to us just to dissect what we've seen this weekend.